They did the monster.
MAYhem.
Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome to a brand new segment called Monster Mayhem. Now, this is something I've always wanted to do, and I know that Joe has also wanted to do it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take the month of May and discuss all of the Universal Monster movies in order of release throughout the month. Now, for the last day of the month, we're going to be circling back to one of the other films, but we're going to watch a different version of it. Stay tuned for that. There will be more on that later, of course. But I love Universal Monsters. I always have. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Day one is going to start with Dracula. Dracula is a 1931 film, which runs approximately 75 minutes, and is directed by Todd Browning, who passed away on October 6, 1962, and Carl Freund, who passed away on May 3rd, 1969. Now this stars the legendary Bela Lugosi as Count Dracula. He passed away on August 16, 1956. This also stars Helen Chandler as Mina. She passed away on April 30th, 1965. And David Matthews as Jonathan Harker. He passed away on December 23rd, 1988. Now, this movie kickstarted the horror Universal Monsters universe and also kicked off the horror genre in Hollywood. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of synopsis on these films because I feel like most people have probably watched them at some point in their lives. It's going to be very general. What you have is Count Dracula, who wants to move to England. He bought a place called Carfax Abbey, and he has Renfield, which is a little different from some of the other stories that have come later. Renfield actually goes up to take care of the law business of signing the paperwork, doing all that kind of stuff. Well, Dracula gets transported, of course, by ship in boxes to Carfax Abbey and starts picking off people in the town one by one. I don't want to get into anything more than that in case you haven't seen it, but this is a beautifully shot vampire film, which still holds up to this day. I honestly feel that way. There's just something different about the Universal Monsters that a lot of other companies tried to capitalize on, but I don't think they failed miserably because I do like 79's Dracula with Frank Langella. I do think that they really did a good job with the set design on that film, but when you watch 1931's Dracula, it is amazing. The set pieces are so beautiful. I also love Hammer films, and I love the gothicness of the Hammer films, but when you watch a Universal Monster movie, you know that you are watching a Universal Monster movie because it just has that atmosphere and that just tension in the actual film itself. They're beautifully shot in glorious black and white, of course. And I don't know, it's always something that has appealed to me ever since I was a little kid. Being a fan of horror all my life, I feel like these are almost prerequisites if you're a horror fan. I mean, it's not necessary, but I do believe in order to see where horror has come from and where it is going, you need to watch the Universal Monsters. It's a really amazing franchise. Stay tuned for day two when we'll be discussing Frankenstein. And don't forget to check out Joe's review of Dracula. If you like what you see and hear, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.